welcome to another episode of Connect with Businesses. This is for Startup Women Connect Asia. So I'm one of the founders of Startup Women Connect Asia, or SWCA. I'm Ginger Arboleda, and I'm the co-founder of Taxumo.com. It's one of the startups in the Philippines. And my partner, Kat is the CEO of Design Space. So basically, we started Startup Women Connect so that we can connect women entrepreneurs and startup founders all over Asia to partners or people that they can partner with in different countries and maybe even across the globe. We also would like to help them, like look for investors or potential investors later on. So one of the things that we also advocate for is like the love for learning. So Connect with Business is really was established so that you can learn from other empowered women from all over the globe. So our guest for today is one of my friends, and her name is Joyce Talag. She is a professional coach and a workshop facilitator. And it's very interesting because I love her topic, no, what she's going to talk about today. And it's how to have a survivor's mindset and thrive in the new normal. So I know crazy things are happening, right, Joyce?
That's
So
right.
yeah, so everything is different. So we'd love to hear from you. So Joyce now will share her screen, and then you can take over, Joyce.
All right. You know, we are approaching the end of the quarantine here in the Philippines and probably for, the other countries. By now, the questions that are probably running in your head is no longer about surviving. It's now about how can we best manage the changes that are happening around the world. And when we have to make pivots, what what is the best way that we can prepare for it? This coaching workshop aims to equip you with ideas on how to create this pivot so that you will be confident to play in the new world out there. I will be sharing tips, and I will also be sharing some coaching questions that you can answer on your own. So I suggest that you grab a pen and your journal so that you can take notes. Okay. Stop. COVID-19 literally put the world on a standstill. And this is perfectly normal if you feel like, okay, I'm being constrained. It's perfectly normal to feel that way. What is going to help you, hopefully, with this workshop is for you to have that confidence to move forward. I'll show you this picture. It looks nice, right? Our journeys seem easy when the horizon is clear and when the roads are straight. But the truth is, there's no such thing as a straight path. And again, what is important is for us to have that confidence to travel. And it might comfort you to learn that companies like Netflix, Amazon, Groupon, and Domino actually experienced their pivots and they thrived during the last global recession. One of my favorite women leaders who are battling this COVID crisis is Melissa De Rosa. She is the secretary to Governor Cuomo of New York State, who's doing a fantastic job in his state. And according to her, a big part of the way we're living right now hinges on our ability to evolve and change in real time as the facts and circumstances change. And you and I have to be comfortable with that. The US Marines, they have this informal motto, and it's called Semper Gumby, which means always be flexible. Flexibility is a vital skill, especially during this crisis, because it helps you to be resilient. And this resiliency is needed not just for you as an individual, but also for your business, especially since you are a business founder, if you are watching this right now. So how can you be flexible? First, we have to be able to stand on a solid platform. And by now, we have to acknowledge our situation. Some of us might feel that, okay, I have to do something. without regarding, okay, what's the truth? What's your new reality out there? So first, acknowledge your situation. And some coaching questions for you are, how are you? Let's be realistic. How are you right now? And the people in your life who matter. This can be your family members, your employees, your clients, your supply chain. Okay, how are they? Then where are you now in terms of your dreams, goals, or plans? My favorite example is going back to that road. If the end of the road is your 10, which means, okay, this is my goal, and 0 is like at the start of the road, where are you now? This is, the start of the second quarter of the year. Let's be honest about it. Do we feel that, okay, I'm near the end of the road? Or I hardly move forward, maybe just, an inch or 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, it doesn't matter. Just know the ground where you stand. Next, be proactive. At first, we acknowledge our situation, but at some point, we must be able to learn how to drive the situation by adapting and overcoming it. We don't let the situation drive us. And these are some coaching questions for you. What concerns keep you awake at night? I'm sure there are many. Like when you open your social media, the news, oh my, so many concerns are right there. And for some reason, we want to be involved. We want to be able to do something for our community, for our business, for our family, for everything. But next question is, which of these concerns can you control or influence? Because you might be stressing yourself too much already. You want to reserve your energy. This is the best resource that you have at the moment. You may have some of your finances, but we have to hold on to that in the same way with our energy. If our energy can be like dollars or pesos, how much of it are you willing to put into these whatever concerns that you are experiencing? Now, this leads us to the third question. So you determined, okay, these are all my concerns. Now, let's look at it as a funnel. Okay, down to, these are the concerns that I can control or influence. Now, what can you commit to change? And this time, it may be the changes that you want to happen for your business, but without disregarding the fact that you are a complete, total human being. You are a woman. So you might also have other things to manage, other changes that you will commit to in terms of your other responsibilities. Could be at home, could be for your personal growth. So those are just some questions that will help you determine, how can I be proactive? Or maybe you can translate these questions or this advice on being proactive to, where can I commit my energies to during this pandemic? And finally, improvise, because this is how we're really going to be flexible and adaptable. So, okay, I just have one coaching question. How would you manage to stay on track towards your goal or your dream, towards your 10, using your strengths, skills, and resources? I call this the SSRs. And what are your SSRs? So strengths are like values, personal characteristics, or attributes. Ginger, you said love for learning. That's actually my main strength. And those who have this character strength are those people who like enrolling in webinars, in special classes during this pandemic. That's their way of coping. Some people's strengths would involve gratitude, practicing gratitude, helping others, being kind, being generous, being spiritual. So these are just some, character strengths that can help you stay on track. It's like your inner compass. Now, when we talk about skills, okay, these are more evident. So this can be technical skills, this can be interpersonal skills. So if you are good with, let's say, writing, content development, then perhaps you can find things to do that will help you enhance your business operations. Or maybe you can think of, a completely new business that hinges on your skills. So strengths and skills are more internal, whereas resources are already external. So what Ginger and I are doing right now are improvising using our resources. So what are these resources? Your contacts, your networks. So Ginger is a vital contact. She has her own network, so she's a vital resource. What else? Oh, your internet connection. That's a resource. So try to think of these things. Perhaps you can come up with a matrix or a table where you can list down all your strengths, skills, and resources. And if there's any point of intersection that will help you address any of the changes that you have to deal with for your business and personal life. So again, acknowledge, be proactive, and then improvise. Okay? So our next tip is for you to reimagine your business through the lens of the new normal. Imagination is a vital survival skill during and after a pandemic or any crisis actually, because it is the first step to reality. And they say that luck is when opportunity meets preparation plus action. And why don't we prepare for it with this short visualization workshop? And we call this the new normal visualization exercise. So I would like to invite you to close your eyes. Feel free to close your eyes and take a deep breath. They say that the best way to take deep breaths is by letting your diaphragm expand as you breathe in air and feeling it contract as you breathe out carbon dioxide and all the toxins, negative thoughts in your body. So take another cycle, breathe in, and then breathe out. One more, breathe in, breathe out. Supposing that as you go to sleep tonight, a miracle happens and somebody placed you in a time machine. So while you were sleeping, you were transported to a point in time where finally a cure to COVID-19 has been found. So you're slowly entering a world wherein people can now go out without fear, but with extra care. Your business can already resume. As you wake up, you perform your daily routine, you take your breakfast, grab your coffee, and start your day. Here are some coaching questions for you. What will be the first signs of change for your business? Can be little changes. As soon as you step in your office, or maybe your virtual office, what would be the first thing that you will notice to have changed? Who are your customers? What has changed for them? How do you now relate with each other? Then, who are your other stakeholders? Your employees? Are they your partners? Then what changes have they undergone? Once you have the answers to these questions, you may now have an idea of what your new normal will look like when the quarantine has been lifted. Okay, this is now the time for tip number 3, which is to prepare for pivot. Okay, reality check. For now, our objective is not to achieve clarity, but for you to gain the confidence to face uncertainties. Remember that road? Again, it's so easy to travel when you are sure about your goal, your destination, and you're also very certain that the road ahead is straight without bumps, any uh, without any blocks. But the thing is, we will never know. In fact, we have an idea of how the new normal might look like for our business and for the rest of the world. But the truth of the matter is, there are still more uncertainties out there. So our intention is not to tell you this is what's going to happen. This is how the world is going to look like. This is how your business is going to operate. But the goal is to help you to become confident to face these changes. So why don't we do that by taking a step back and remembering a major change that you recently went through? It could be for your business, it could be for your professional life, it could be your transition from being an employee to being a startup founder, or a big move to another place, a different country. And then, okay, if you don't have anything in your mind right now, why not consider an everyday challenge that you finally managed to conquer? Okay, here are some coaching questions for you. Number 1, what had to happen for things to take a turn for the better? It can be an event. It can be something that you instigated. Number 2, what was your role in this turn of events? Were you passive? Were you proactive? Were you the one who triggered it? It's okay. Just answer it as it is. And finally, what personal attributes help you cope and overcome whatever challenges were there during these changes? So how do you feel now? If you were able to conquer it then, how confident are you that you are going to weather these changes well in the coming months or even year? You know, the journey ahead remains uncertain. They are full of questions, but hopefully this coaching workshop help you gain this confidence to face all the uncertainties out there and whatever it is that you have to do so that you can thrive in the new normal. So just to summarize what we have discussed, this is how you can have a survivor's mindset as we enter the new world. Number 1, semper gumby, always be flexible. Remember, acknowledge your situation. What's the second one? Be proactive and then improvise. Second, reimagine your business through the lens of the new normal. So try to imagine the time machine scenario and just go through the regular, if you have your regular routine in the office or at work or in your business, just imagine who are the persons that you will be interacting with and what could be their new concerns now that we're living in a new world. And third, prepare to pivot. As you prepare, you may be making your plans, but what's really important there is for you to have that confidence to start creating that pivot. Okay? So for those who may have questions and would like to connect with me, you may contact me through my website, joycetalag.com, and through my social media, Coffee with Joyce. So thank you for listening, and thank you, Ginger, for inviting me.
All right, thank you so much, Joyce.